I'm here at the house, we shouldn't have very many connection issues. So what is coming up on Wisconsin Wonder Garden? What are we up to? Well, first thing I want to tip off on is that we still have the Succulent Giveaway that is taking place. Come on, Riley. I'll let my dog out here. The Succulent Giveaway is still taking place. If you find the video, just search through our videos. It's probably like 7 or 8 videos down. You will see a video that says, win free succulents, watch this. So that giveaway is either going to be happening once we either 1, hit 5,000 subscribers, or 2, get 100 comments on that video. So you definitely have at least a 1 in 100 chance of winning some free succulents that we've grown and propagated here on this channel. So that's pretty exciting. With that, I want to say thank you all so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching and sharing the videos. That's the biggest thing that you can do to help support this channel and to help grow it, in order to make sure that we bring content to you guys that you're enjoying, that you're loving, that you want to see, and that you want to share, is just through being engaging and through sharing this stuff. I also want to say that if you feel like you want something covered on this channel that we haven't covered before, simply comment in the comment section. I am most oftentimes replying to almost every comment on my videos. So definitely, if you have something that you want to check out, or you want to watch, or you want to see us do here at Wisconsin Wonder Garden, no matter what it is, if it's gardening related, if it's related towards me and my life, if it's related to how I got into it, my story of gardening, what I like about it, any of that stuff, we want to get more viewer suggestions and viewer videos going on here. So with that being said, let's check out what you can be looking forward to at Wisconsin Wonder Garden. We have the air plants. We have a video coming up on those. They're a beautiful addition to our kitchen. Thank my wife for that idea. She is definitely good at decorating around the house and picking up plants that we should have. Over here, this is our new wall of plants. We have some jades and then some angel plants as well. So stay tuned for the video on how to propagate those jades. Ooh, this is cute right here. We found this at Hobby Lobby, which was also where we bought the planters, the moss, the string, but then the actual air plants we bought at a place called Weeds in Cedarburg, which is nearby here. So those are great to have in the kitchen. I love them. So we got all that stuff here. And this is the next video coming up as well. Besides that jade plant video, we have a new video on cactus propagation. Let's head over to the kitchen to some yummy stuff here. So I'm going to start doing more health-related food topics, and particular fermented food. What this is kombucha. So I'm sure many of you are familiar with it. It is fermented tea. And I've been doing that for quite some time now, but I just started making two-gallon batches at a time. So they're doing great. I mean, the SCOBY that I got from my friend is doing killer. Thank you, Jake. Great job. So I got those there. And then inside our fridge, I got jars and jars of it. Probably there's like 6 or 7 jars back there. I can't quite see them. But those are all done. This one's completed too. What I did with this growler is I put in the kombucha, and then I just mixed in some, I think it was naked juice with the fewest additives that I could find with naked juice. Mixed that right in with the kombucha for the second ferment, and it's doing great. So I will have upcoming videos on kombucha for you all to do that at home. Over here in this cupboard, so this is where I keep my kombucha stuff. And this, if you all know what that is, this one is more of a kimchi type mix, although I didn't use very many of the Asian or Korean spices that people normally do. So that's using bok choy on this one, carrots, I got some fresh ginger in there, some beets, and then a couple of spices. And this one is just normal cabbage, carrots, beets, and ginger as well. So I will be having videos on how to make fermented vegetables. What, Sterling? Or kimchi in the future. I use these plastic bags. I also have little bubblers, so they're lids with a little bubbler up on top, but I want to see how this works for you guys, since this is what's going to be most applicable in your lives. You're not going to go out and buy a bubbler. So we're going to check out that. So stay tuned for videos on fermented vegetables, fermented tea and kombucha. So we got all that good healthy stuff going on, because I want to start doing more food type topics. Katie just got home. This is Sterling's play area here. So then these are the cacti that we propagated out. This one that we bought here is kind of like a prickly pear, except for it's more like I think it's called a beaver tail. And then this cactus here, as you can see, we took all of the cuttings from that one. And this, if you are a longtime viewer, you will recognize this cactus from one of our first videos that we did, in which I took 3 cuttings from the bottom of it here, and then I chopped off the top because it was growing really funky, and since then it grew out new little babies there. And then these are the cuttings that we took from it. So video is already out on this. I just put it up last night. Check that out. Great video to show you all the progress that they made since we first made them. Let's go over to our succulents. If some of you viewers didn't see yet, that's air plants. We have video coming up on that. Video on the jades. All right, let's go over into our room and check out the succulent grow beds. So all of these we made a previous video on a couple weeks ago. We took all these rosettes and grew them. A few of them are starting to develop roots already. These green ones are the jades, so we have that video coming up. But the rosette cuttings are doing great since the time of that video. Awesome, happy to see that. The planters here that we made out of these drawers are doing great. Nice growth on them. Very happy. They don't seem to be upset at all. So I found out what this one was. When I made the video, I didn't know what it was called. This is chalk stick. So blue chalk stick, I think that one is. Then this is a jade here. We have some sedum varieties. These are aeoniums down below. Those I propagated out from petals, maybe, I would say at least 6 months ago. So they're doing very good. Cool little cluster there. And then these are they call them ogre ears. I've also heard them called like hobbit caves, or the hobbit sedum, or crassula. So very cool succulent to have. I think ogre ears fits them the most. It just reminds me of Shrek so much. A cute little rosette there. So check out the little leaves that we've been propagating. This is from the latest video a couple of weeks ago that I made, in which we put a lot of these new petals in here. Take a closer look. There they are developing roots already. So I've been sticking with my method of misting them once a day. And the soil mixture is 50% regular soil or dirt, cactus potting mix, whatever you got. And then 50% peat moss. I try and locate more of the peat moss up on top because it kind of keeps that moisture up at the surface, which they tend to do really good at. But regarding propagating via leaves, stay tuned too, because there's a couple new experiments that I have going on with this, and you're going to want to check it out because I personally have only seen a couple of videos that do it, so I want to see the results that I get to see if they can beat out my peat moss and soil mixture with a combination of misting every day. These are some jades, again, that I propagated. We will be having a video on all about the jade plant and propagation on that. So stay tuned for that one. All right, let's go back in the kitchen and we will check out for the night. I just want to show you all how kind of beautiful this wall and kitchen turned out. Once we added these plants, it just transformed the whole room. And plants can add not only a great atmosphere as far as how you feel, but a great atmosphere as far as health-wise go, because they clean the air. The good rule of thumb when it comes to plants that are going to clean the air well is if they're drinking a lot of water, then they're going to be, active. They're drinking a lot. They're pulling moisture. They're doing stuff actively to grow. So if you can find plants, what are you doing, bud? So if you can find plants that suck up a lot of water, those will generally be the ones that clean your air the best. All right, so just to recap for anybody who has just tuned in, video on air plants, video on cactus, video on jades coming out. Once we get done with this first batch of fermentation, video coming out. Video coming out on our kombucha. So lots of stuff going on. I want to thank you all so much for your support again. The biggest thing that we need from you guys right now is engagement. Let me know what kind of videos you want. Let me know what you want us to do on this channel. Give me your input. Give me any sort of criticism, any sort of comments that you have that you want directed towards the channel. Hey, bud, come here. Aw, it's okay. Any of that stuff is very important to us because I want it to be very viewer engaged and community engaged, because really that's what gardening is all about to me, and that's what I want to bring to the gardening community, is just an outright closeness with each other and a family type of feel, which is why I'm not afraid to show you guys Sterling and my wife's in the videos, and we all love being in the videos and being a part of it for you guys. So again, the biggest thing you can do is let us know what you want, because we can make it happen for y'all. Thank you so much for watching. It's Ripley Sartain again. Take care. Have a great and wonderful gardening adventure.